Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon'
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lining the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go! Set! Pittsburgh! Watch the shit! Watch the shit!
First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Lynch, throw left side complete. It's Ward. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Lynch. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
53, Mike, 53. All right, let's go, D, let's go.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Now that play is blown. Up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. An update from Buffalo, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's crossing. He's checking crunch. Check. Crunch. 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 SOS. 21.
Now Saquon Barkley taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Lynch. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Big 20. Here we go. Check 15. Libra.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
40.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Lynch. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 22, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Here's Jackson. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run with Barkley. Down to the 40-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Stafford on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. It's complete to Robinson. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bear. Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half as the Bears push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him. Shows some confidence, supreme confidence. Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Barkley. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play.
Hey, 50.
Brings up 4th
Alpha.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought. Down.
Set, baby. Set, baby.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
22.
First down.
Jim. He's coming. Double up. 5.
On 1st and 10, Stafford gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go. 54 Mike.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Lynch. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work To the 25 before it's all said and done. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
50 wants the mic. Yo, come on. Hey, keep it up.
They go play action with Lynch. That's complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Right there. Hey, 70!
A gain of 4. It's now
Defense wins championship, baby!
32!
From the 24, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Just beating the play clock. Stafford looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Stafford. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Mike. Blue 60. 10. 61. Match
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
6-man. 32. You're ready. 58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Who that?
Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Lynch. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lynch. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Robinson's got it. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lynch, he's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 53 yards as the Bears push further out in front. point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Lions 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Play action. Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You too running. You too running. You don't want none better than you don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Now Lynch on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Montgomery. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 31, Lynch. Gonna throw right side here, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now on second and 13, Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Bears 49, Lions 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he loses the football a second time. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going